G'day everybody, welcome back to Valheim. Hope you guys are doing well. The new year is, well, past, and, well, the previous year is past, more like. And I feel like the festivities is sort of dying down a little bit, coming to a close. So I think it's probably a good time for us to, you know, be a proper Viking and actually use all of our normal Viking equipment. So we'll just do that very quickly right now, and I'm gonna stash away all of the festive gear, and we'll proceed from there. For the longest time at the beginning of this episode, I was figuring out why I couldn't sit, and the reason is because we had favour on for a little bit, increasing our carry strength, and that's suddenly gone, so I couldn't sit. I do have a bunch of tin sitting here, which I do need to address, so let's maybe do that first, because I'm definitely at risk of forgetting about that. Alright, look at all that beautiful tin. Do we need more? I mean, I could keep just simply the ores, and that might suffice, you know. Maybe I'll keep the ores for when we actually need it. And I'll stash this back here. And yeah, speaking of tin, we sort of need all of this to make all of the bronze that we're going to need for Crom. So I should actually prepare all of that as well, just to leave the tin here. So that should give us, oh, I don't know, maybe a good, I'm saying maybe 20 pieces of bronze, and I think that's probably all that's needed. And I was sort of thinking about what we should do in this episode, and obviously I do want to get a set of shields and swords. Well, one more shield and one more sword. And I think once we're done with that, we should really move on to other projects. And by other projects, I do mean starting to think about what we're going to do with the kitchen, because the kitchen needs a big overhaul. We need more space, and I think it's about time that we actually get cracking on that. So I think we've decorated enough. We don't really have a lot of coal, do we? Perhaps maybe I do need to just throw some more wood into the fire. I don't know if I have enough wood for that, though. Let me throw just a piece of coal in there. That's fine. And yeah, we've got a few bits and bobs that we do need to just stash away, so let's get that organized, and then we shall begin with making Crom. Righto, and our Christmas gear. I guess putting it there is fine. Yeah, spare pantry stuff. Just having a look at what we have in storage. Yeah, I could swap things out around here if I really wanted to, but that's okay. Crom. Crom is going to need all of that bronze, so let's actually get all of our copper prepared. I'm not sure if we really need that much, though I'm gonna struggle carrying all of it. I'm starting to think about whether or not this sort of situation is where we would have a use for some of those potions that would help us, you know, carry more. Anyway, let's get the bronze crafted. As much as possible anyway. We're probably going to need to grab... How did we manage to make 16? Strange. Let's do one more batch of copper. I'm just having a look, though, for what we actually need for Crom once more, because... Yeah, okay. We do need some iron with that and 5 scale hides. A bit of a process here. I'm gonna start with the hides. And I'll stash that downstairs in a little bit. So just need another 10. That should get us where we need to be. Do we have enough iron, actually? Let me double check, because if we don't, we might need to start smelting some more. We don't. So, all but confirmed that we do need to maybe think about smelting a whole bunch. And I am getting a little worried about our iron situation. We do still have a little bit, and we've got more over here as well. Yeah, just tidying things up a little bit. Okay, there's the 20 that we need. Now I just need to wait for the iron, so let's throw this there. We're about to get like 20, so we do need to smelt a little more. We could have a sleep and speed the process up a little bit, but I'm thinking I do want to spend some time now making a few additional meals, particularly the pecan pie. So I think I should have the ingredients for it. And we do need to check on the Aspins soon. I'll probably need a piece of wood as well. Yeah, and we definitely don't want to make any more platters for the moment. Yeah, so definitely have enough for like a batch at least, so let's get this into the oven. The times, do we have any wheat? Or, sorry, not wheat, barley. We do have a little bit, but not really enough to justify grinding all of that flour. Might need to go out to the plains to do a little bit of farming out there. Just checking on our vine berries. I don't really see any. Okay, just waiting on all of our pies. Should be done soon, I reckon. Right. Throw that in there. So we can have another meal right away, so we may as well. Maybe nothing too crazy. But maybe we'll do an omelette for some stamina. Health-wise, I don't know, maybe we can just be content with additional stamina, to be honest. And yeah, that was the only thing that I really wanted to cook up. I'm gonna go back to the smelting room and see if we can put in the next batch and maybe have a sleep after. If this is all done. I guess it's not really all done, but I could maybe still fit in the next batch, to be honest. So, let's throw another, I don't know, 4 there. Well, I guess they should take 5 each, actually. Yeah, that should be fine. Righto. And while we're passing through, we'll grab all of this. Throw it down here. And it's time for bed. You know, I do kind of wish that the Christmas tree was not giving us the comfort buff. And hear me out here. The reason why I say that is because I feel like it should be a seasonal thing that you put up, and the fact that it gives you a comfort buff would essentially encourage you to keep it up all year round. I mean, I don't mind Christmas all year round, but, you know, sometimes you might get sick of it and you feel like, don't want that anymore. I do need to put that hot tub back out there, don't I? I do need to remember to do that, but let's not worry about it just yet. One thing at a time. Was that everything? Oh, there's not enough coal. Bloody hell. Alright, yeah. God damn it. I completely forgot about the coal situation. I don't think I have enough stuff in the obliterator to make a decent amount of coal. So let's go out here and let's chop down a few trees. I might go and do the trees on this side. Oh man. Yeah, I hate it when the logs, you know, make it all the way out to the shore. I think I have a log, like, floating out somewhere. I've just chosen not to worry about it, to be honest. Too much of a headache to worry about. Oh man. I failed on both fronts. There we go. It'd be nice if they introduced, like, proper swimming. As in, like, you know, being able to dive underwater. I reckon that'd be cool. Alright. I could go with more, but maybe that's not entirely necessary at this point. Let's chuck one batch into the kilns. And while we're waiting for the coal, I just want to check on the Aspins, to be honest. See how they're all doing. Yeah, I do have a couple more batches here, which I could easily drop in. So, let me set things up over here. Just plonk that down. And we'll do that there as well. Right. So I could go to the plains, do some farming, or I could check on the Aspen, or maybe even do both. Maybe we'll do both in stages, because I feel like maybe we'll have enough coal by the time we're done checking on the Aspen. They do still have food. We've got a hatchling in here. Only one. I thought we had more Aspin. We're gonna have to be a little careful. I don't want to cull any of them, obviously, until we've got more eggs. Yeah. Again, bit of a mystery. I thought we did have more. I want to bring maybe a cloudberry or two when we visit them next, because McLock's face definitely needs to... Oh, yeah. This is the problem right here. Okay. Well, you're gonna have to go, my friend, because... there's not a place for you. Yeah, that all but confirms that I need to do something about the enclosure to prevent them from escaping. I don't know what the problem is exactly, but I've raised the side rails already, and that doesn't seem to work. I'm thinking, is it the stone that's underpinning the entire structure? And if it is, perhaps maybe that stone sort of side sections, they might need to go. And perhaps maybe we just simply have like pillars there. I don't know. Because it seems like they're able to sort of step onto it to try and get a little bit of height. Let me throw this in there, and yeah, let's check on the coal. Maybe that's enough for what we need to do. I think it's 2 coal for every 1 ore, right? So hopefully that'll do it. Let's do a little bit of farming now. And yeah, once we're done with the farming, I think we should have all of the metals that we need. The next thing that we could do, if we're still waiting on stuff, is perhaps maybe we could work on doing the shield that needs to go in front of the Crom. And maybe we can also make sure that we have enough nails and fine wood to actually do the wall mount. Right. I keep forgetting about bringing... Ow! What, this Deathsquito managed to actually get in through the window? Come on then. Big whiff. Jeez. Right. Yeah, that was a bit of a surprise. Try and get this done quickly. Alright, good enough. Throw that there, and let's head back. And while we're still on this side, I'll throw what I have in the grinder. Okay, we've got nothing in there at the moment. Right. Yeah, I suppose I might be visiting a little too often here. We'll leave them be for a little bit. I definitely still have, you know, an idea to upgrade the Ashlands base at some point, and once we do that, once it's complete, I reckon it would be a good idea still to have another Aspen enclosure out there. But we'll rethink all of that and make sure that those Aspens are actually secure, and you know, we'll make sure that, you know, none of the enemies can actually get to them, which was really the issue last time. I mean, again, they also managed to climb out of their enclosures as well. Mind you, I didn't really build the enclosure very well out there, so it was all pretty shonky. So that was sort of understandable why that happened. Let's just stash that there for a sec. So that should give us 26. I just need another 4 pieces of iron and we should have chrome. Then we can move on to the shield. To be fair, though, I feel like maybe I need a little bit more iron. I mean, we use iron regularly for structural builds and stuff, so it might be a good idea just to keep producing more iron bars. Man, I feel like we haven't really made too much progress with... well, with much at all, really. Haven't made prom, haven't made the shield. Just been doing all bits and pieces around the house. But that's about to change. Nice. Okay. So Crom is done. Just need to get the shield going. We have... Oh, okay. I should have used the coal to start doing flame metal. I forgot that we don't have actual flame metal bars ready. So let's do 10 in here. And we're just gonna have to wait for coal. And while we're waiting for the coal, I will double check on what's actually required for it. Oh, it's only 8 flame metal, so that's not so bad. A couple of Asvin hides and 10 ash wood. So let's get things started here. That should give us maybe 6 or so. And yeah, when we do make this, we just need to be a little careful, make sure that we're picking the right style. And do we have what it takes for the mounts? Let's double check on that. Definitely have the nails. And yeah, we've got quite a bit of fine wood, so 4 fine wood each. Okay, so yeah, we just want to put it in the center here. The issue that I have is the height. Making sure that we get something similar. So it should be roughly about there. And I think shield goes around there. Let's obviously play around with this. Oh man, I'm doing it again. Something along those lines. Let's try to get back to our flame metal. Okay, so that should be everything. So style, the blue one. Let's do it. Nice. I think we can improve it ever so slightly. Oh, I've gone a little over. There, maybe? Yeah, that looks pretty centered to me. So, just comparing the two. And I think I like what I see, to be honest. Again, I think I mentioned this in the previous episode, but it does feel a little hovery on the wall, but I think I'm going to live with that. I was initially contemplating whether or not I wanted to put, like, mannequins and put them, like, side by side next to the sword and shield on this side. Maybe even that side, but I think I mentioned that before, that I feel like if I did that, it'll make the space so tight. So maybe we'll avoid doing that. The next pieces of decoration I feel we should get are the tower shields. And we'll have like a couple of them just on each side for this wall. And I mean, things are looking pretty empty above this section here, right? On this wall. So I don't know what to do with that just yet. But yeah, I sort of want to check out what's required for the tower shield. Probably a whole bunch more flame metal. Just as well we have quite a bit. But I'm gonna need to definitely make a lot more coal. And yeah, we probably will need to cut down some more trees as well. Let's just throw more of the coal in. And let's get the next batch of wood into the kilns as well. Okay, just doing a little bit of a tidy up here, and we'll check on the Black Forge for the tower shields. And because this is going to be a bit of a process of us sort of waiting for stuff to smelt, etc., we will actually make a start on improving the kitchen towards the end of this episode, I reckon. So, but yeah, if we go with a flame tower shield, it actually only needs 10 flame metal, so that's not as bad as I thought. And yeah, obviously we'll get a blue one. So yeah, just a bit more ash wood, some more aspen hides, which are definitely not a problem. So let's just top this up as much as possible. And yeah, I reckon by the time we come back in the next episode, we should have everything that we need for 2 more tower shields, some more mounts, obviously. But yeah, I mean, this is supposed to be the main event of the episode, but we're almost at the hour mark. I guess maybe we still have another 15 minutes or so. So we'll try and do some damage, see how far we can get. Let's have a sleep though. I definitely need a little bit more sunlight to work with. Actually, my bad. We still have about 25 minutes or so in this episode. So yeah, we can definitely do quite a bit of work on that front, whilst still looking after our flame metal needs. Speaking of flame metal, I might just start the day by throwing more flame metal into the furnace. let's have a look at what's going on with the Aspen. And I do want to just drop in some more food. Okay, so they're mature now, so hopefully, with any luck, we'll get some eggs. So yeah, we've got bits of food everywhere. Let's throw all of that in. And I'm gonna need a little bit more wood for the fire pit, but I'll do that later because we still need to wait quite a bit for the eggs to be laid. Right, good thing we've got a whole bunch of stone ready to go. Let us get this work done. I guess we're going to need to rethink the staircase first. And yeah, that could be a bit of a problem, which makes me feel like we're going to need to overhaul the farm completely as well. Sorry guys, I'm a little bit silent because I'm having a think of how I want to do this. And I think I mentioned, I can't remember if it was previous episode or a few episodes ago, but I kind of like having the staircase near the kitchen because I like to run up the staircase to then get into the storage room. So I'll tell you what, maybe what we'll do is we'll work on the staircase first. Well, we don't really have a choice, we have to, because it is in the way. So, in actual fact, it's probably not a good idea for us to carry all of the stone with us. We'll leave the stone for the moment, because I'll need to pick up a whole bunch of ingredients from the staircase here. But I think my plan is I'm not going to get rid of the staircase in its entirety. I'm going to see how good we can preserve the staircase whilst sort of not having it impede the structure. So I'm hoping that we can simply curve this a little bit, like so. And yeah, I think that might work. So we might have to get rid of a little bit of the farm here, and I'm okay with that. Getting rid of a little bit of the farm, because we haven't really been farming too crazily in recent days. I'll probably want my hoe, and we'll try and clear up some of this dirt. And yeah, we'll keep going in this fashion. Yeah, we're definitely going to need to do something along this area here. So let's move our storage container. And perhaps maybe that storage container can just simply sit in the middle here. And we can move it later if we really need to. Okay, so that's sort of the plan. So my initial thought, though, was to have an entrance that goes right in the center of this structure. But if we're preserving the staircase, perhaps we don't need to do that, and we can just have a an entrance coming in from this side. It would make sense anyway, because this is sort of the pathway that we've laid out. I think I'm going to be forced to do a tiny bit of farming right now and just harvest all of this. I'm scared of accidentally cutting down the vines there. Okay, so reaping is done. Let me just stash away stuff we don't need, and I will start removing some of this stuff. Whoops. Well, we're gonna have to do that anyway. So maybe I can leave that. That was, I don't want to say a happy accident, but it needs to happen anyway, so. Right. Looking good. And yeah, we're gonna have to overhaul this. It's gonna have to be significantly smaller. So we'll clean up the soil a little bit, or maybe I can do that once we've decided how big the farm needs to be. I'm feeling a little hungry. I will take a gourmet bowl, actually, because we do need to get rid of that. Yeah, okay. I think that looks good. So, yes, we have a smaller farm. That's fine. We can still make things work with a smaller farm. Let's just clean up the soil around these parts and Yeah, clean this up as well, because it's looking a little horrendous. Did not want to do that. So I want to cut through this a little bit. Yeah, that looks fine. And I do need to just return the wooden elements of this build. Actually, this is a bit of a problem, isn't it? Let's try that again. Huh. Yeah, I think that is more like it. Yeah, I'm kind of kicking myself a little bit here because I feel like I really should have gotten this part fixed up properly before we made any changes around the build itself. Let's curve this around. Yeah, so it is actually coming out quite a bit more than I expected. But I don't think we really have much of a choice if you think about it. It's not like if I push it back... or... I suppose that we could get the staircase to start a little bit further away from the cliffside, but that will demand quite a bit more work. Look, I don't think this is too bad. We'll see if we can live with this. If we're really bugged by it, then we can make the necessary changes later on. But I think I'm happy to try and settle for what's achievable right here. Yeah, let's just add more of the floor pieces. Maybe the floor pieces... I think the floor pieces are not the right thing to use. I think maybe the normal stone walls look a little better. Yeah, so having done that, I think some of the sides are going to be exposed, so we do need to just add a little bit of stone there. But I do want to re-add some more soil. On this side, however, I do want to get rid of this soil, so I just need to be a bit careful about how I do that, because we don't have another pillar on this side, and we don't want to create problems for ourselves. So, yeah, gonna be a little careful. Maybe adding the wooden details is the best thing to do next. And then we can add the soil after. Probably gonna need to fetch a little bit more wood. I think we're probably gonna run out soon. Be better to attach it from that side, maybe. Maybe. Okay, so to get the dark wood pieces in. Ah, yes, we definitely have run out of wood, so let's just see if we can go and fetch some more. I might need to cut down some more wood. Maybe I'll steal some from the kitchen. I'm gonna have to have a sleep soon. And, we might also need to start looking at how we're going with the smelting. Yeah, let's steal a bunch. Just to keep this going a little bit. It's getting dark. Maybe I should just wait until tomorrow morning. Alright, things are looking alright. Do I need to keep going with more flame metal? I'm gonna need 20 in total for the 2 shields. So I'm thinking we probably don't need to worry about doing more. Do I need more tar? I might need a little bit more tar to get more dark wood in there. Okay, let's have a sleep. We'll check on the Aspen first thing in the morning, I reckon, and once we've done that, we shall finalize the rebuild of the staircase on the outside. Yeah, I was hoping to actually make a start on the kitchen itself, but that's okay. I guess this sort of prep work has to happen sometime. And I do have a little bit of wood on me, so I could throw some wood into the fire pit here if I need it. Which I definitely do need now. So let's get a couple of pieces in. And we'll move our eggs there. How's McLock's face? Okay. You're not really eating his food, is he? I'm sort of thinking about whether or not we better make the entire enclosure even larger to have more Asvin and to give McLock's face a little more space, possibly, but that's probably not something that we'll do within the span of the series, at least initially. Perhaps maybe it's an idea that we could explore when the Deep North update comes around, because the Deep North update might bring about more animals to tame as well, so if that's the case, then we will have no choice but to, you know, get a bigger enclosure. Okay, yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about what I'm seeing so far. I definitely need to do a bit of work on adding more soil to the sides here, so that can be a bit of a challenge. Let's try and be careful about it. I probably shouldn't worry too much about this side because we are likely to have to terraform a little more anyway. Yeah, I think maybe the solution is simply to add just another block down here. Just try and slot it in to that spot there. Yeah, that looks decent. Now, to address this build. Where should we start? I don't think we should expose or break down the wall just yet. We are going to have to move all of our stuff around at some point. I think maybe just starting with building the structure initially would be a good idea. I'm a little bit scared of having things crumble down because there's no steel or anything like that propping any of this up. It's all just stone, right? So I probably want to get some iron in play just to hold things in place while we're sort of deciding what to do on the lower sections. So let's bring some iron. And I'm gonna need to prepare some wood, obviously, to use the iron as well. So we could be starting the next episode by doing some more logging. Sort of has to be done. But yeah, I'm just gonna put some steel up just to hold things together. And we can take it all back down later. Or we can keep it, depending on how we feel, but that should strengthen the entire structure completely on this side. And I probably want to do something similar on this side as well. Oh, and we're already out of wood anyway, so it's not like we can do much more. But I think I can start getting rid of this, for instance, and replacing it with what we need. Yeah, good. It scared me for a little bit. Yeah, alright. I think this is where we'll call the episode, guys. So a bit of a reset on the staircase, which had to happen. And yeah, we have started very slightly on the expansion. It's not really going to be a big expansion, is it? It's just going to be very slight, but it should give us the space that we need to hopefully fit in any other kitchen tools that might get introduced in the next update, and we can properly have like a space for the dining table. And yeah, we'll have to figure out where to keep the storage for the kitchen once the entire build is complete. But I'm pretty satisfied with the development so far. Farm's looking pretty empty. I do want to address that at some point. Maybe next episode. But yeah, hope you guys like the progress so far and, you know, where we're at. I think I'm happy that I didn't completely get rid of the staircase here and move it, because it has been super useful all this time to have it where it is, and being able to, you know, utilize it in some form, or preserve it in some form is, you know, I think critical for us. Anyway, signing out here, guys. Thanks for watching. Drop me a like if you enjoyed it. Stay true, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.